Oh
What
shit!
happened? You lost again? Oh shit, that's on.
Alive!
And we're live.
Just in time. Right on.
All right.
What else? Mobile game of the year. Okay, we'll go through this after. Let's start with
Because I mean, the Oscars are on. We might as well talk about some sort of awards, right?
yeah, Vidya
I
Game
don't
Awards.
video games. I mean, I don't really care about the Oscars, so
Movies.
movies are important. They're an important part of
Yeah.
our thing. So,
All I need to know is Batman and Superman take home an Oscar.
absolutely, absolutely. Have not seen it yet.
I have not seen it either.
Don't plan on seeing it.
I hear it's Oscar worthy though.
It's Oscar worthy. Oh shit! Look at those fucking clothes in the background. I didn't realize you could see that, huh? Maybe if I stand a little taller. Taller. There. Hey guys, what's up? I'm just, relaxing.
That's what we get these green screens.
Don't mind me, I'm just saying. It's all clean, BTW. I'm just saying, okay?
That's all that matters. It looks
It's the
folded too.
kids
So
didn't take it up. I'm blaming the kids. Yeah.
there's me and my coworker. We've been training at lunch, doing these exercises at lunch, and every time we get any kind of exercise where we have to keep our hands up in the air like this, he like we were doing like presses
Right.
and running on the spot, and I'll be doing another exercise, and then he'll be going like this as he's doing his exercise, and I can't concentrate, and he makes me fucking laugh every time. So every time we start to struggle, he does
He's
it.
messing with you. He's
Yeah,
messing with you.
it's fucking asshole. All right, so
So let's.
we're back for episode 5.
How was your week this week? How was?
Well, I had band practice this week, or
Oh,
today actually. So
okay.
I long drive back home, and then immediately went to band practice for a couple of hours. So Tuesday stream was just lots of playing and lots of, was there for about 3 hours just jamming away, and so
Nice.
uh, it was good because I hadn't really played too much since before Christmas, so it was good too because I played fairly, like, I felt very loose today, so uh, that was just it was just relaxing, jamming. I the more I play, the more I really
Yep.
want to get Rocksmith.
Oh shit. Well, Rocksmith. Now is that for the PC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And just has like a MIDI connector kind of thing for
Well,
your device, for
you can
your
buy the MIDI
guitar rather?
connector. It's just like a USB MIDI connect. Like it's USB on
Yeah.
one side and like RCA on the yeah, the RCA jack on the other side, that goes right
Right.
to your guitar, right? And but there has been, like, you can download the crack and it'll allow you to do, like, I could use my mixer that I already have.
Oh, perfect. So then you don't have to like use the rock. Wait, what was it called again?
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith. I was about to say rock band. I was like, that's the wrong word. Yeah, the Rocksmith branded MIDI thingy, right?
Yeah, which is
Is that the idea? Okay.
uh,
Well, that's all
but
right.
I haven't done it because I don't know if I really want to support buying
That
something
was
and then hacking it, and you know what I mean? Like, it's one of
yeah.
those it
Seems
seems like it's a little hard to configure, and the more I read on it, it just seems like, oh man, why don't I just buy the MIDI cable and just buy the game? But then the game is like $55, and it's been out
dang.
since 2014, so I'm like, I don't want to pay full price for something that's been out that
That's
long.
something I would imagine you'd find on a Steam sale at some point.
Well, that's the crazy part. The game has already been on the last Steam sale, and I think it was 10 or $15.
Okay, so at at this point, it's get the MIDI adapter thingy, and then just wait for a sale.
Yeah, but the MIDI, that's the expensive part. The adapter cable is $35.
It's only going to get more expensive as time
Yeah.
passes, right? Like
So
it's like, oh, that thing's like 3 years old. Nobody makes that anymore.
so do you buy the game at $10 and crack it and use my setup that already works?
Right, right. I man,
But that's one of those things where I hate fucking around with cracks and patches, and every time a game patches, like I think they're still they're still releasing DLC for
yeah.
Rocksmith,
See,
and
at
they're
that
still
point, then
patching it.
yeah, you don't want your game to be invalid because of this nefarious software you've put it into it.
Yeah.
Uh, and like, there's so much shit with like those kind of cracks and things, and you know, with like viruses and malware, and it's kind of like, I don't got time for this shit. I'll just, but then that MIDI adapter, I don't know where you would find it, and I don't know how cheap it would be.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That's the only thing, right? Like,
it looks like it's easy to get, but it's just one of those things where it's like I if I'm going to play it, then it's worth the money, right?
yeah, yeah,
So it just makes, yeah, playing, jamming and stuff just makes me want to play more. And I feel like there's a streamer on Beam, Leotter, who plays, and it just looks really decent. So
and it looks like something like you're not playing just for fun. You're playing to learn. Like it's not. It's a teaching device. It's not Rock Band, right? Like
right.
that's the idea behind it. So
So
I don't know, man. I think it's totally worth it.
it's more legit, right?
Yeah.
It's not Guitar Hero. It's not like I'm gonna play Guitar Hero, and if I get good at Guitar Hero, I'm gonna be the next
I can
Stevie
fucking
Ray.
hear the clicking of the guitar right now. Click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click.
So it's one of those things, right, where you just like you want to buy it and then be done with it, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and just being able to play along with jams is always makes it fun. So yeah, so that what it was Tuesday, and then on Thursday we played Halo 5.
Dude, that was a shit ton of fun. That was really awesome. We did the multi-stream. It was so much fun. I had a blast. I had a blast. Yeah.
I was hoping that I wasn't too salty, because I still like I always want to play Halo 5, but I think
You were
we've
salty as
yeah, I was
fuck,
a little
especially when you
salty.
started dying. I knew somehow I knew putting up the score would change the way you
The
played.
dynamic, it
I don't know
always
why.
does. It always does. Yeah, I just think of like I think we've had this talk before where it's like I'm so done with Halo, and like the story aspect of it. So it's just like I find that when we play together is when I really it's where I enjoy that game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
playing together that makes me enjoy the game. Playing by myself, I I don't care. I don't the story. I don't give a shit about it anymore. I don't. The game looks good. It plays good. The new little aspects of how the controls work in Halo 5 with the jetpack kind of dodging back and forth, and I mean the weapons are the same. The dashing is kind of cool, but it's just a lot more of the same. So when we
yeah,
play together, it's like I don't want to play it on my own. I want to play it together. And when we play it together, it makes it fun. You know what I mean?
yeah. We're playing on Legendary, and then earlier that day I played Halo 4 on Legendary, but
That's
by
right.
myself. And like I got to the end of that level, I was like, I'm fucking done. Like I don't I'm glad I'm not gonna play this till next week because it's like, oh, it's just it's such a grind. It almost ruins the game. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to play it, but I'm like, well, I've already got, I'm already a quarter way through. Might as well just keep powering through it. But like when you're playing with a buddy, or like when there was a group of us, like 3 or 4 players together tackling legendary, it's really fun. It just kind of the because the AI is only going to do so much in Halo 5, but when you get like your buddy is in there, it's a rogue agent. Anything could happen. It's like, oh, where you going? You're going up the hill. What are you doing? You're shooting up from there. Grenades are coming all over the place. Like it's more mayhem, and it's just a lot more fun.
And it changes the how the NPCs react. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because
yeah.
it's like they're very predictable when you're playing on your own. You just got to
Yep.
be really careful, shoot very slowly. But when we're playing multiplayer, and if you're over here and I'm over there, then it sort of targets differently and reacts differently. So it kind of makes it a little bit more unpredictable. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, we got that with the big heavies. They didn't know who to shoot at, so they were constantly like turning their backs to both of us. So it was like, oh, his back is to me. I'll shoot him now in the back, and then he would focus on me, and then you would shoot him in the back. And yeah, no, it was a lot because you can't do that in single player. That just doesn't work. There's never an instance like that. So yeah, totally different.
Well, I think back to that time we played uh, the Master Chief Collection. We went through Halo One, and there's that one room where it's like everyone was stuck in that one room, and it was just shit was hitting the fan. And we must have
Yes.
played that for like 2.5 hours or something like that. It was just
I'm not sure that was fun, but like we did it. So I guess.
I remember it. So is
Yeah,
that was that joy or is that?
it was a really cool escape sequence.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking like this week. I figure we'll play it on Tuesday and Thursday, and just
Oh yeah, yeah.
I totally want to
I
play more of that.
I don't mind putting Battlefield 1 to the side to do more of that Halo 5 co-op. That was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think once the DLC for Battlefield comes out, it'll
It should be coming out soon because they said it was March, right?
yeah.
So the premium people will get it 2 weeks early. So I'm hoping at some point I'll be getting that. I don't know. Kind of want to see those new maps.
But what's coming out in March? That March is a big
Oh
month for
man,
games.
March is a busy fucking month. Mass Effect is coming out in March, isn't it? Is it Mass Effect?
That sounds right.
It's Ghost Recon, it's Zelda. This Tuesday is that Horizon Zero Dawn game. Like,
Yeah.
man, I mean that might as well be March. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be like I'm gonna have to pick and choose what I want to buy.
Well, I
Uh,
know I know Zelda's not going to drop in price. And
yes,
I
yeah.
do want to buy it, but I'm not sure I'm going to buy it on release. Uh,
I kind of want to see if I can get it. I think I'm gonna get that. Uh,
well, it comes out like Ghost Recon comes
it's
out the
Friday,
following week.
right?
Yeah, yes,
Zelda's Friday with the release of
the
the
Switch,
Switch.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely I definitely want it, but I don't. I think I'm going to start with Ghost Recon this month, and then maybe pick up.
That open beta this weekend, right?
Yeah, it was more the same, but it was more, like we said that the first time we played it. I don't know. It's just a small part of the island, and there's so much more. And I didn't. It was so open world enough for me that it was like there's so
Yep.
many of those side missions. Like it was very Witcher 3 side missions for me. Like you know what I
Right.
mean. That's what.
Yes.
So it's not. It's not like they keep trying to make it sound like the Division. I don't know. I don't think it's like the Division. I don't think it plays like
Yeah,
the Division, but I think
I
it's
mean, kind of, but not really. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I like the comparison to like a Witcher thing. I found when I was playing this weekend, I was driving around and just looking at the mini map, and wherever there was like an orange, like the highlights that's like, hey, there's enemies in this area, I just ended up driving into that whatever that was, like a little city or a little village, or it was ruins or whatever, and I would just go in there and just clean them out. and and I just had fun doing that. Like I loaded up the game and it said my save was corrupted. So I guess from the closed technical
To the
beta,
open.
they had made so many changes that my file was corrupted, I guess. So I had started it fresh and I found I was doing the same thing. Like I started fresh and it was like, oh, okay, let's start collecting this stuff and interrogating lieutenants and doing side missions and leveling up. And I was still kind of like, oh, which should I get the thermal stuff? I don't know. And like I and then I went to because the open beta has got like a new kind of area that they added that wasn't in the last beta. I don't know if you
Oh,
noticed
I didn't
that.
notice that. No.
Yeah, it kind of dipped out to the left on at the bottom, and it's a whole other kind of
Oh,
area, and
okay.
it's really hard. Like the difficulty there is ramped up. Because I went there right at the start. I was like, I'm just gonna drive to the new area, and this just got smoked. um, but yeah, it's just like it was. I ended up doing the same thing of like just exploring, unlocking stuff, and I was like, I can't wait for this to come out. I'm totally gonna play the crap out of it.
Yeah. What else did you play this week?
I what did I play this? So I finished my Elite Dangerous missions.
I
I
saw your tweet
went.
on that.
I did my. I guess it was a 40,000 light year round trip. Uh,
130
and
million?
190 million, and it was
109.
30 million in exploration data. I got my elite rank in exploration, and I think I can put that game down for a bit, maybe. Kind of want to do some trading, but other than that, yeah. But I love that game. I don't know why I love that game. I
Well,
love that game.
I
I get
was
lost in it.
I was reading up about that uh the ships that are supposed to come out, that multiplayer ships.
Yes, yes. I think that'd be really fun. I'd be fun to do like a community event where it's like take down some it's like bounty hunter missions where you're just killing guys all the time, and then going in with the anaconda and having two friends come with you as turrets and
Yeah.
just wrecking stuff. Like that would be super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I totally, that'd be something else. And it's not, they didn't do anything stupid where it was like, well, I have to fly over to you to pick you up and then you can get into the ship. Like they kind of explain it all away. Like you're a hologram on my ship. You're not really there. I don't even know why people need these explanations. It's a fucking video game where you're flying through space. Like, come on, man. These people are so like immersion. Like, give me a break. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. They ruin ship transfers. They just fucking ruin ship transfers because people started complaining. You can't have instant transfers. No, 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 no. You can't. So if your ship, so you might have two types of ships. You might have an exploring ship which travels very far very quickly, and then you have a combat ship which can't travel, like its jumps are only like 10 or 13 light years. Um, and your exploring guys will jump maybe like 30 light years. So you would get to a combat mission. You'd be like, okay, I want my combat ship now so I can fight. I tiny penis. You would not even believe. I gotta just like rub it a bit just before I have to. Don't worry about it. I'll send you pics. So 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 yeah, so you want to get your combat ship to do the actual combat part of the mission, but you have to wait like 3 hours to send this ship over, and you have to pay whatever, like 30,000
Oh
credits for
God.
it too. So it's like, come on, guys, just make me pay 1,000,000 credits and have my ship be here. Like, it's so dumb. So it's like, what do you do in the 3 hours that it takes for your ship to get over there? you can't use your explorer ship in combat. You'd get fucked, right? So it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yes, I still love that game.
Great game.
Great game,
Great
great
game.
game, best game. Don't ruin it. Immersion.
Immersion. No such thing as transporter beams.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Anything else? Do you play anything else?
I bought Deus Ex, but I haven't actually played it. And then and then I bought or sorry, I just played a lot of that Ghost Recon, the beta for that.
Legit.
And I super jazzed. I can't wait to play the full game.
So it's not July 3rd. It's March 7th, right?
Yes, it's not July 3rd, it's March 7th.
I think we clarified that the last
So
time.
it's like in 2 weeks. Like it's pretty damn close.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know Jen's buying. They pre-ordered Zelda, so they're buying. They're gonna get it this weekend, and they're totally dying to play it.
Are
Which
they
is
getting it on the Switch?
no, they're gonna get it on Wii U. But she's so tempted to buy the Switch. They want it. They just because I think it's nostalgia for them because they've bought every system and have played every system, and you know what I mean. So they're I think they just want to, loyal Nintendo fans. They want to play it. So, which was kind of funny though, because I brought my Nintendo Classic there this weekend, and Hannah played a shit ton of the original Zelda.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but she got fairly far, and then she's like, "How do I save the state?" And I was like, "Oh, down on the D-pad, press AA," and it was too complicated. So she ended up
Oh no.
destroying her save. So she lost
Not
all her
bad.
progress.
Not bad.
So it was fun. Like it was funny because I said the same thing to Jen when when I got the Nintendo Classic. She's like, "Did you really need one?" And it's just like, I didn't need one, but then
But also look at this.
yeah,
100 games.
yeah, but it like I was saying, it's kind of magical when you have a Nintendo and you have a little power button in it. It's so stupid that
It is a really neat little system and little, like it's tiny.
yeah. So
Uh,
so they were
yeah.
playing with it and they were like, I kind of want one. I'm like, am I right?
Nope, nope, nope. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's worth it, every penny. So
I
yeah,
guess maybe. I don't know.
no, that's what I'm
I
saying.
agree with Blues. The pie is worth more.
I have a pie. I have all the shit on the pie that you would have on Nintendo Classic, but it doesn't look like a Nintendo. It doesn't have
Yeah.
an NES controller. It doesn't have an NES power button. It doesn't have an
Is
NES
that
reset button.
NES controller still a good controller though?
No.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to throw that out there.
It was funny because that's what I
It's
was
also
saying.
smaller too, right? The
Yes.
one that comes in that set?
We,
Yeah.
we, we found out, we confirmed it that it is actually smaller because it uh, was saying, man, I don't know if it was because I'm grown up and I have bigger hands or if they actually made it smaller. But yeah, we looked it up and it's actually a little bit smaller. And it's funny because the D-pad is a bit sloppy. Some real these guys.
Adam's taking you down a notch.
The two trolls have showed up. What do you know?
Yeah.
They're a tag team.
Mission
Thanks,
accomplished.
thanks so much for that host, though, dude. So yeah, I guess that's what we really played this weekend or this week. Um, I guess we shall move on to the news of the week. We're like all of a week
We're
away
s-
from the Switch.
the Switch is the hotness, the new hotness
The
this week,
the
right?
hot
So
this
all the outlets got their kind of preview units out,
and big smiles on
and
their faces when they're unboxing it.
yeah, yeah, a bunch of like photos of them just like nonchalantly like, well, look at this. Well, fucking
Early.
dicks. um, but I mean, we didn't obviously we don't have one, but there was a lot of talk about the videos, or sorry, about the Switch and the what do you think about this like the desyncing left Joy-Con that seems to be
I
I
can't
don't
I can't honestly believe that that's happening. Like
I,
we talk about it in this day and age where it's like day one like we were gonna say Mass Effect's coming out and there's already a day one patch the same size of the game. So
don't worry about it.
we're still in that day and age where this shit is happening on release, and that's not acceptable. It's especially for Nintendo, who's been
I
with
mean,
this shit.
it's just another sign of the fact that I think the system was rushed out the door. Like the fact that Virtual Console isn't going to be available at launch seems like kind of a weird omission. Like I don't know. It seems, yeah, I'd agree with Adam. It seems like Nintendo is going down. Like it seems like every iteration is kind of like, oh, okay. Like the Wii U was kind of like a real bummer. Like when you think about like, I appreciate that they're doing their own thing, but like, man, it was a real bummer. I think if they had brought out the Switch instead of the Wii U, I I think it would have been a bigger hit.
Well, and I fully agree. I fully agree. Uh, but but they have money. It's not, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
they have money. They can develop something. They can do it. What is this shit? What is this console coming out that has problems that doesn't have games? Like, fuck, you're gonna do this, do it right. Like they've already shown that they're gonna do their own thing.
Right.
Great. I'm not gonna bash you for doing like a little console screen with like you know what I mean. Like I'm not. If you want to do 900p, do 900p. That's fine. Like
Right. Yeah.
you have an audience that is loyal to you that's gonna buy your shit. Just don't make it shit. Uh,
This is yeah. I mean, I don't like how like the little kickstand seems to be like a really cheap piece of shit too, like that they put on the back. It's this thin little piece of thin plastic, and it just it doesn't look like it's worth like it. When maybe it's a bad example, but when Apple makes something, it always like I always think that's too expensive, uh, but it always feels like it's worth the money you're paying for it. And you see this little kind of you know plasticky kickstand thing. It's just like this is the cheapest fucking thing I've seen. Like, come on, guys. Like, you're trying to save a buck everywhere. Like, it's it's bad. I don't know.
it-
Mind you, I don't think I'll ever use. If I had it, don't think I would ever use it anyways. So, like, I think if I was taking it to go, the controllers would be on the side. I'd use it like a Vita, and then when it's not, it would be in the stand, I guess, that you plug it into to put it to your TV. But like I don't know.
yeah, but like what Adam says, do you think Nintendo needs to get out of the hardware game?
I they make great games. They make some great games.
For
I
their
wouldn't
hardware.
mind. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Like, those mobile apps are not.
Well, I was just pulling up. I was just actually pulling up the Super Mario Run. Uh,
They, all their mobile stuff is doing gangbusters. Like Pokemon Go. I mean, it's not
but
all theirs, but it's huge. I think it's still huge.
that's only because like uh Nintendo doesn't own God, what's the name of the company that makes Pokemon?
The Pokemon Company.
The Pokemon Company. They own what? 49% of the Pokemon Company.
Yes. Yeah.
So they don't even have like controlling. It's just okay. Pokemon's making tons of money, so yeah, the DS outsells their console. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say they've been doing. I don't want to say they've been doing shit for years because the Wii was a massive hit. Like that sold crazy. Like those were crazy numbers. Um, but like the 3DS had a slow start. The the Wii U was man, the Wii U feels like it was dead on arrival, to be honest. Like it just was such a slow start on the Wii U. Um, and I don't think they really supported it. And we talked about this last week where it was like, I'm buying Zelda on the Wii U because that was the system you said you were making like Zelda for. Like, I don't want to buy it for this new system. It seems really weird.
what's this?
Oh, what do we got here?
Global unit sales consoles from 2018 to 2016.
Oh shit!
Wii
Oh
U sold a
shit!
million consoles, and you're telling me that the Vita outsold the Wii U in 2016.
Wait, what? That's not.
It's saying the Wii U sold 1.36 million and the Vita sold 1.64. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a
Damn.
fucking second.
Wait, who's buying a Vita in 2016? Come on, real talk.
That's what I mean.
What is,
That's what I'm saying.
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Walk the Earth. Come on now.
And you're telling me PlayStation 4 outsold Xbox One 2-1.
It did. It did. Like the PlayStation 4 is destroying the Xbox. Yeah, those numbers seem correct. Yes.
17 million, 8 million. Yeah, 2-1. Uh, I don't
I
know
wish
that. I
this
don't know that
I wish
Xbox
this
going
graph
down.
was kind of all combined.
Wow, the 360 outsold the fucking Xbox One big time.
Well, that S, man, the fucking deals on the S.
That's crazy.
That's kind of
BlackBerry's
bananas.
gonna take over that spot. Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Xbox made the mistake on release about being online only. Remember? Was it? But
Yeah.
was that a mistake? Like that's the part that drives me nuts. Here we are, fucking 2017, and everyone's all about fucking play anywhere and fucking online games only. And that was what Xbox was trying to accomplish on release of the Xbox One. And now we're here 5 years down the road, and we're like everyone wants to download their games.
Yeah. There's oh,
Sorry, and look at and like what we were talking about. We were just talking about this a podcast or two ago. Like PlayStation 4 just got support for external hard drives.
yep.
Why?
Yep.
Because people want to download their games and they need more hard drive space.
Yes. Yeah. And games are 50 gigs each.
Yeah,
Like it's
where's these fucking jokes now about here's how lend me a
well,
game.
what if I live
Here you
on a
go.
submarine? What should I do then?
Yeah. So Xbox was before their time, so they made a mistake. They were
I
trying
don't
to.
know. I, but hasn't like PC gaming been download only and online only?
Yeah,
I mean, Steam does has have an offline mode, but like essentially your DRM is that it's connecting to the Steam site, right? Like
yeah.
that's how your library works, right? There was a crazy big outcry over it, and the like it was bad, um, and they got roasted for it. And you know what? They didn't they did a very poor job of explaining it
I,
because they had they had guys come on and do interviews and be like, "Oh, no, no, no. If your system is off for 24 hours, you can still play your games online. You just have to reconnect every 24 hours." And then there was some other guy that was like, "No, no, no. It's got to be online all the time, otherwise you can't play." And so they were sending out these like mixed messages, and they had that like family and friends thing, but that was never really explained very well, and it all seemed so convoluted, and they kind of like they kind of killed themselves with their own messaging,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people would just rip them apart for it. It's like, and every time it wasn't crystal clear, it was an opening for somebody to say, "Aha, this is where they would fuck us," and it's and that's what happened. It seems like they're on the right path now. It seems like they're getting away from, well, God, let's hope they're getting away from the Connect, and they're getting away from the kind of multimedia unit. Like I don't know. I don't think
The
that.
DVR is going.
What's that?
Getting rid of the DVR, you mean?
Yeah, like the
Welcome, Corey, baby.
one guide, like Xbox One doesn't have VR, but
They
they
have a
have
deal with
said that
Oculus,
Scorpio could support it.
where they have dealings with Oculus, don't they?
Yeah, they do have dealings with Oculus. Yes. The yeah, but
Yeah, but is that
you know
what?
what? The
Are you
PS
buying? Oh,
the VR in general, I mean, that can't be a point of like, oh man, these guys have it and these other guys don't. It's like it's I haven't seen anything in VR aside from Resident Evil 7 that's like, oh shit, this is the thing I need. Like none of that stuff. It all seems like parlor tricks.
that's
I
it.
don't know.
That's
It just
exactly it.
doesn't. Nothing in VR seems good. Not even porn. It just doesn't. I don't know.
Hokey religions. Yeah, man. It's totally. They're trying to sell this to hokey religions. Uh, VR is not mainstream. No one gives a shit about it yet. No one like I think there's a shit ton of people with money that are like, "Hey, fuck, I need to have the latest thing," and then are going out and buying this stuff. But no one's playing it. Like I
It's not.
let's just use Beam as an example. Like uh TTG, when it came out, he was streaming it all the time, once a week. VR, here's VR, and then he went through like 4 or 5 weeks of that, and then everyone's like, there's nothing to play. I don't give a shit. I don't have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not to say that he doesn't. Yeah, I think he was doing fantastic streaming it though. It was
He
great
had
having.
Magnetron on it too. He was kind of in the chat, chatting with everybody and with TTG though, wasn't he?
Yeah, they made
Like
it.
he had a partner in crime which made it work really well. Those were good streams
Those were very
with
good,
the VR
but
stuff. It was really
I
good
think the
stuff.
the content of VR didn't exist. Do you know what I mean? So it just like there's like, are we still gonna do this and play these games that are boring as shit? Like I think it took him an hour and a half to go through that Batman game, which was $25.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's
nothing
a little
there's nothing
cost
there.
prohibitive now, and especially up in Canada, where like the unit is like $600. Like it's not something you can just be like on a lark, like, hey, let's fucking buy this.
But if you think
Uh,
about it, it's a cheaper initial interest, and it's a cheaper initial investment to get into VR to
yes,
on the
although
PlayStation 4 than it is if I was going to do it
yeah,
on PC.
but the basic PS4 doesn't do VR as well as the Pro does, and the Pro is a more expensive purchase. Like, the PSVR was supposed to be the cheap option, um, like compared to the PC VR stuff. But if you have to buy a PS4 Pro and the VR set, then you're pretty much paying what you would pay to get it on PC, except it wouldn't be as good as a Vive.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, the whole VR thing. Like, I don't think that's a PlayStation 4 selling feature.
Man, we our igloos. You can't see, but this is an igloo behind me. The cover is.
That vent on
truth,
the
truth
roof
be
is where,
told,
where they
truth
dump
be
the
told,
whale
we had
blubber.
poutine for lunch today. It was so good. Stacy made homemade poutine. It was awesome.
Oh shit! I want homemade poutine.
Potato wedges, potato wedges, and the gravy had meat in it. So good.
Oh shit! Shit!
And proper cheese curds. Just saying.
Oh man.
uh, so
Back.
back
This
to
is
the
Switch.
Switch. Back to the Switch. So it is coming out on Friday. Um,
There, that patch for that
I'm
controller
assuming
disconnect
that
is
that
supposed to
controller
be out
thing can just
before.
be patched. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
they were
thought.
already talking about the like Nintendo already made it. I can't remember if I read it in a tweet or on a release or not, but they've already said they're gonna have it patched shortly,
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
which is
Wait,
great.
shortly or when it comes out? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's a big fucking difference.
I'm hoping for their sake it's before it's released because they'd be
That would be a horrible first experience of like, your first weekend with your new console and all weekend. Like I mean, it sounds like it doesn't happen all the time, but your new expensive toy that you just bought shouldn't be messing up the first weekend you have it, like not even once.
yeah.
Like I don't think that's excusable. Um, so yeah, I don't.
I mean,
That's
there's manufacturing defects. Like
yeah,
there's going to be some lemons in certain boxes,
sure,
but
sure. That
that
that's
should
that's gonna happen everywhere.
that should be a minimum. It shouldn't be happening, especially with these. I mean, you would have thought you would have released the best manufacturing. Like, okay, we're gonna get these out early. We want a good head start with this. Let's make sure we got no problems. And it's like the amount of people that are having problems with this is like it's not one guy tweeting saying I'm having disconnect issues. It's like Nintendo going,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. And it's like, it's legit outlets that are reporting this. It's not just some sort of fanboy site.
yeah, making shit up.
Yeah, it's is it 500 in Canada? It is 500, isn't it?
449, isn't it?
I I, I want to say it's 500.
Oh shit, you might be right.
And the Joy-Cons, like the two of them is $100 in Canada. Like it's just fucking bananas how expensive everything is. They're really hosing people
For that 900p
for that nine all them peas.
and just to play Zelda.
Yeah, yeah. Not cool. Not cool.
Not cool at all.
Um, yes. So speaking of Zelda, I was listening to the Giant Bomb guys talking, and they were saying it has some like slowdown, like some like little frame rate hiccups here and there, and when they're playing Zelda on the Switch, which I find that's not that's not good,
No,
right? Because you made a new system so that it could run better. It I Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's $400. It's not $500. I lied.
449.
No, no, just $399. Yes, yes.
Oh, and it's fully compatible with amiibos. So that's
Oh, well, that's all you had to say. I have a you just have a bookshelf full of those.
all right. Let's move on to something.
All right, let's move on to something fun. How about the Dice Awards? Some big winners.
So this happened what last night, right?
Uh, yes, last night, yes.
Yes. Big winners. What?
So some hey, look at that. Racing game of the year, Forza Horizon 3. Not bad. Not
I
bad.
guess when you don't have any competition, it's pretty easy to win, right?
Ouch. Hey, Dirt 4 or Dirt Rally was out.
Was it? Was that
Yeah, what? Don't
2016?
fucking talk shit to me, son. Drive Club VR was out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You want to talk about, you know, that heavy hitter, Drive Club VR, making people vomit left and right.
A fighting game of the year, Street Fighter 5. What else came out that?
There was other fighting games. I'm not a big fighting game person, but there was other fighting games. Was Mortal Kombat out this year or last year? Was Mortal Kombat out? Maybe.
Mortal Kombat.
I want to say there was 2D. There was 2D fighters that came out. I just don't know the name of them.
Okay.
And I think it's terrible that Street Fighter 1, considering all the shit Street Fighter got with its release and lack of content and the way they've had to work on it to kind of get it to what it should have been when it first released. Like it took them a year to get it right. Like it just seems like, dudes, come on. Yeah, that was a bit of a farce. So, but hey, there you go.
What do you think of the Inside taking home? They took a couple of awards, right? Uh, Outstanding achievement in game direction.
Yep.
Sprite Award, Dice Sprite Award. I don't even know what that.
Yeah. Well, they got one for art direction, yes.
What did you think of it, Inside?
I really liked Inside. I thought Inside was great. It was fantastic. That ending I did not see coming. I had a great time playing it.
Yeah, I was the same. That I would say that's one of my highlights last year because I think when I finished it and just sat there going, "What did I just fucking watch?"
Yeah. I immediately wanted to talk to friends that had also played it to be like, dude, that time when
Yeah.
it was great. Like the atmosphere in it, like you just like how creepy that like the woman in the water
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
like all that shit was just fantastic. Um, and it doesn't surprise me that game took forever to make. Like it just everything was so well put together in that. Like all his animations, how he like the climbing stuff and how he climbed from all sorts of little tiny little details that were just fantastic in that game.
Well, and not only that, but it's kind of refreshing to be given a game where they don't tell you how to play it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, here's your game. You start off and you just start move. Like I think we all know how to jump, slide, duck, dodge,
Yep.
and
Yep.
and
And it was just kind of
jump.
like, yep, there you go.
So
And they had great ways of teaching the player too, as well, like with the dogs chasing you and stuff like that. That was just smart ways of kind of throwing you into the fire, but also like you're learning as you're doing that stuff. It was really really well made.
it was a better. It was definitely better than Limbo in that, Limbo you were just kind of, go rescue a girl, and you were just trying to go, the stereotypical go rescue girl. Whereas this was like, you just it dropped into situations where it's like immediate stress, and it was just like, what am I doing? But what am I escaping from? What am I? You were just
Yes,
questioning
like
the whole
who's
time. Where
chasing
am I
me? Why are they
going?
chasing me? Where am I? Like what is this world? Yeah, it was really cool. And I felt like Limbo had a lot more like trial and error where you're just like kind of walking through, oh, you're dead. Like a spider killed you or oh, a barrel fell on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas with Inside, it felt more like it felt like as you walked into an area, you kind of saw a puzzle and it just felt like, okay, now I just have to solve this.
Yeah, yeah.
It just didn't seem as like it didn't have as many like trial and error parts. We're like, fuck, well, I don't know what happened there. I just died. It's okay. I'll have to avoid that, or I'll have to, it just seemed like you kind of walked into an area and you could almost see the physics puzzle. Oh shit, I've got to, pull down this wire here and then hop onto this when this drops. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It just felt more fluid that way.
It really felt like, um, it really felt like they learned from Limbo, and it was
Yes,
like,
yes.
when you sort of like, because Inside's not a sequel to Limbo, or at least I don't think it
No,
is,
no, it's
unless.
not. No.
But it's at least that when they make a second game, it's just like, okay, we're just not going to make more of the same and then change a couple of mechanics. This was a whole new game, but kind of re- kind of the same, but the story was better. Like they just learned and had more time with it and polished it, and they just made a better game. In like, this is where we came, this is where we went, and it was just like they learned and did really amazing things with it. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, it was really refreshing. It felt like a new experience, but it was just a platformer.
Yes.
So Spaceboy would have loved it.
Now, what about your favorite game winning game of the year? Overwatch.
Overwatch. I can't say that I'm not surprised.
It's a game. It's a game that's just really well made. Just fucking setting it up. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm not. I playing Overwatch. I can see why people like it. I definitely. It seems to be open to a wide audience, and it's open to a wide set of skills. You know what I mean? Like I could be bad at the game and pick the easy to play characters, or I could be good at the game and pick the really hard to play characters. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it appeals to a wide audience, and it also doesn't seem to require such extensive hardware, so therefore can sell to more people. So I mean, I think they played it safe, and they they reached a wide audience, and there's a lot of people playing it. I don't honestly think that it deserves Game of the Year because a lot of people liked it.
Yeah.
Still don't think that there's anything there that we haven't already played. Do you know what I mean?
Right. They just more refined. It may be, yeah. Don't ask me. I never bought the game because I played it for free that first weekend they played the demo that came out just before it was released and thought this is a great free to play game. I am not going to spend $60 on it or $70 on it. And it's like, yeah. But yeah, like it's a very well made game, but I can't really express my opinion on it because I only played it for that brief weekend and it's kind of like, yep.
Well,
It's one of those.
Well, and that's exactly it. I think for me, it's like it's another Halo in that aspect. That I think I'll play it with friends, and like if we play and we have a good team, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be a great game. But play by myself. No thanks. I don't.
I don't think BF1 should have won it.
I don't think BF1. Yeah, I don't. I really like BF1. I like the mechanics of it. I love the style of gameplay. But again, in many ways, like Overwatch, there's nothing really new there. It's just I like the setting. I like that it's not. I like that the guns are not ridiculous. You know, what's my gripes with Overwatch? I just don't like the
Game
mix.
of shit, brah.
Let's be real, bruh. Game of shit. No, I feel like it's generic. It's very generic. Uh, if I wanted Team Fortress, then I would play Team Fortress. Uh, it's just a shooter that doesn't really shoot so well, and it has extra skills that you know. Fuck, man. Only one of the classes can run. Let's just put it that way.
Wait, what?
You can't run. There's one class, soldier.
Whew.
He can run. The rest of you, you're just fucking walking.
Yeah. All right,
Or
I'm not.
you're taking
I can't.
rocket launcher lead. But it's funny because the classes the counter they counter or fuck. They counteract each other.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
if you there's one class that's a sniper, but then there's one class that is good against the sniper, and then they just make a class that's good at this, and they make a class that's good
Right. They're always
against it.
balancing each other out. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they've got to balance it around. But come on, man. Yeah, so there's what 16 classes?
Is Tracer the only one that can run? Is that the one that I'm
No,
assuming she's the
Tracer
runner?
just moves.
Okay. Okay.
She's just quick generally.
Okay. Okay. Well,
But
because
there's
she
this
looks like a very fast.
yeah, she's fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like
It's no Battlefield
there's a
1. Let's
soldier
just say
there's a
that.
soldier class that has a rifle and he can run.
Okay.
But the rest of them they're just trudging it. You know how you really hate that trudging to battle in Battlefield 1 where it's like you fucking trudge all the way across the map and get killed.
Yes.
Same thing in
Yes. Yeah.
Overwatch. Like
Ugh.
you trudge. I would say that the run is not as far in Overwatch, but you still like you die, you spawn back at a point, you trudge back into the battle, and then you got to play carefully, or else. Oh, there we go, 1,000 views.
Kaboom!
Boom! I feel like there should be some confetti.
Shoot.
Yeah. So, okay. Game of the year goes to the most popular game, Overwatch.
It's a great game.
Great game.
Great game.
I really like, I, that immersive reality technical achievement for that Eagle Flight game.
Right. Okay.
Have you seen that? That actually kind of does look pretty
I
fun.
think I saw I saw them show it at E3. That looked pretty cool. Where they're kind of flying around as an eagle or something.
Yeah, TTG played it. It looked a little ridiculous. Looked pretty fun.
Okay, yeah.
But
And immersive reality game of the year, Super Hot VR. Super Hot's a great game. I'd imagine in VR it would be even better.
I kind of want to play it, but I have not played it.
I really like Super Hot. It's like a puzzle game that's a shooter. It's really cool. Like the mechanic of like if you don't move, time slows down to a crawl, and you can you can slowly see bullets kind of getting closer and closer to you, and it's a really cool game, and it's got a really slick style to it and aesthetic, and it's a great game. It's kind of short, but there's a lot of game there. Like you can go back and there's a lot of like challenges and things like that. You can squeeze a lot of game out of it. I picked it up on sale. I think it was like half off, and it was totally worth that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I almost bought it when it was half off. What else is here? Oh, sports game of the year, Steep.
What?
Yeah.
This is fucking the fix is in, son. Steep is a steaming pile. Come on, son.
Are
Really? Come on. Oh, oh, game is trash.
you just
Wow.
saying that because it's Ubisoft, or as we're
Uh,
days away from buying another Ubisoft game that we're dying to get
yes,
our hands on? Yeah,
yes.
it's about Ubisoft.
You know what? We played the open beta that they had for that, and it just like it was like a make your fun game. Like it it I didn't find that it controlled very well. Like it didn't look spectacular. Like I guess some of the technical stuff behind the scenes was interesting, like with the giant mountain and there really wasn't any loading in it. But things like if you wanted to walk around and you had your like parachute suit on, it you would just like fall forward. You couldn't walk. Like it just didn't make any sense. Like there was a you had to switch to walk mode or it's I don't know, man. That game was shit.
Yeah,
Like I'm not I I can't okay. Well, somebody liked it. Somebody somewhere liked it. I guess they didn't want to give it to Madden for, the seventh year in a row or FIFA or something.
I mean, I guess it's one of those things where you do something a little different outside the usual box, and I guess it's award worthy.
I guess, but like okay, let's just
But isn't Forza?
how many people are talking about how many people were talking about Steep when it released? And how many people are still talking about that game?
Boy,
Like
nobody.
I think it was nobody for both those times. Like who was fucking chirping about Steep when it came out, going, "This is the best fucking sports game I've ever played, guys. Check this shit out." And then and then how long did that last? Like it didn't last at all because nobody was fucking talking about it. Because guess what? Game was garbage.
Yeah, no, I agree. There didn't seem like there was a lot of fun there.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy.
No, no, I don't think you're crazy at all. No one's definitely. I don't think anyone's playing it anymore for sure. I would love to see the numbers on that game.
I hope there isn't any. I hope there wasn't any
This is
online achievements.
there used to be Steam used to be able to go and look at Steam statistics, but I don't because Ubisoft's not there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
What's it saying? Oh wow, top top games by current player count: Dota 2,
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
CS:GO, Team Fortress 2. Holy
Yeah, but
shit!
things like Overwatch wouldn't be on that list, right? Because
No,
that's not a Steam game. So.
I was gonna say Ubisoft.
Oh, and Ubisoft's not on there either. Okay. Well, I don't want to shit on all these things. I'd like that Uncharted 4 is in there a lot, and original music for Doom I think is dead on. The music in Doom was so fucking awesome. That got the blood pumping at all the right times. Yeah, there was a perfect blend of like what the game is and what it should sound like.
You
Um,
just reminded me. I put that.
so yeah, there's a lot of good in this list, but some of these games, like, come on, guys, I don't.
Well, when we went to the Canadian Video Game Awards, did it not seem like some of those awards were bought? And it very
Yeah.
much. I mean, when like you want to give yourself credit when you give out these awards,
Yes.
but when you're doing stuff like Steep and Pokemon Go, like Pokemon Go is mobile game of the year.
I I
I
I mean, I guess.
I think I
Clash Royale isn't? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
well, that's what I'm kind of saying. Like
Yeah.
I think of all the statistics I've ever read, uh, they were saying that the company that bought like Clash Royale sold early in 2016, for
Right.
$44 billion.
God damn, son. That's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of zeros because they're pulling in like $3 billion a month in like these numbers aren't even being matched by Pokemon Go. But is it because you like Pokemon Go and you don't really play mobile games? Like
There is also a pretty strong hatred towards Clash Royale in the industry, I think. Something to do with emojis or crying kings or something like that.
well,
Or did they take that out? I can't remember.
they so you used to be able to uh this is kind of funny. They used to be able to you have four emojis. Like
Right.
you got thumbs up, angry, crying, or laughing, right? So what was
Right.
happening is that you'd be playing someone else and they'd beat you, and then they spam the laughing emoji, right? Or they'd spam the crying emoji. So you'd
So good.
you'd be trolled by these other players, right? And
How many times did you do it? Be honest.
oh, I'm not innocent,
That is the right
but
answer.
there were times where I was being trolled, and and then they were like they were trolling me like as if they were gonna win. They would be like they'd say, there's only a couple of different lines you could say, like good game and thanks and wow, oops, and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that, and they'd good game you right at the beginning, saying that they knew they were
God.
going to beat you. And or they there's a couple times where someone was winning and they'd be like good game, like they knew that they had
Oh,
won,
dirtbag
and you would
move.
turn it around and you'd beat them. So
Oh.
fucking immediately start spamming the laugh. You know what I mean? Like, but they've like there was a big long thing where like on Reddit where they're like they need to put in and mute these emojis because it's. But one of the biggest things is that this is online only. Like you can only play other people. So they didn't
Right.
want to like the company didn't want to put in a mute emojis because they want you to be frustrated. They want you
Sure,
to know
sure.
that you're playing other people and that you're
Yeah.
not playing computer players,
Right.
right?
And they want you to put some money in to get some better stuff, right? They
They
can get more cards and
Yeah.
stuff and
If you lose, you're
yeah.
angry. You want to spend money to
Yeah, I'll
buy better
show
cards.
him. I
Yeah.
got $20 right here. Fuck yeah.
But people were like, "No, this is ridiculous." So like I remember them writing this big long blog posting on how it's like, "No, no, we're not gonna put in a mute emoji." And then like within a couple months, they're like, "Okay, we're gonna put in a mute emoji." But
Smart move.
yeah, it
Smart
was
move.
super frustrating. I even quit playing Clash Royale for a couple months because it's just like it's frustrating. It's a great game, but it's frustrating. Like when you lose, when you play against people and they drop levels, and you're playing against these higher, like these pay to play players, it's frustrating. You're like, why am I playing this? You know what I mean? But in many ways, it's not. You're not like I love how it's pay to. It's not an advertising.
Right. You don't have to like watch an ad every time you do a battle.
Yeah, it's basically if you want to progress faster, you have to pay.
Yep.
There's no
Yeah.
fucking advertisement because the advertisement is in many ways ridiculous. To have to watch an advertising to get money or anything like that, it's kind of a stupid model
Right.
because it's some of these other ones. It's like you got to watch an ad to boost your build time. You got to watch an ad to uh, uh, make sure your properties build faster. You got to make.
I always wonder like I wonder are they making more money than if they just said, "Hey man, just give us $2 and you know everything will happen faster."
I agree. I think for sure they're making more money because there's
It must
people
be, right?
there
Like, yeah.
yeah there's like there's people that have paid like to honestly, paying $5 into this game is not worth your time,
Right.
right?
You
Because you're
you
paying
you
5 minutes,
you're gonna say you have to put more than that.
you have to put thousands of dollars. Like
Oh snap!
the people that are at the top have put thousands of dollars into this game. So
Man.
there was someone on Reddit that had posted the numbers and the cost of it, and it was ridiculous. Like, and some of these people have 2 and 3 accounts, but being at the top doesn't give you anything.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So other than notoriety, so it's just like, what the hell am I? Why would you spend that kind of money?
Just to be a fucking badass, man.
It's
Come on.
number one in the world for
Get
a
good,
game,
bruh.
bruh. But that being said, if you're going based off a game, like Pokemon Go is, I don't know, for me it's not really a game.
It didn't. Nothing in it struck me as like, wow, this is so compelling. I have to play more of this. Like, I honestly think that Fallout game was a better game, even though I don't think that's very great either, to be honest.
I, in many ways, I don't think Pokemon Go is a game. It's like more of an app that helps you
Yeah, yeah,
track.
it certainly is a phenomenon. Like, there was a ton of people running out into parks and stuff in the middle of the night so that they can do whatever they're doing in that game. But, I mean, it certainly was people using it and a lot of people using
Yeah,
it. But I don't, again, like we fall into that Overwatch thing of like, well, so a lot of people used it. Does that mean it's the best thing ever? Maybe not.
yeah.
Like, so yeah, I agree. I'm not sure. I don't, I only play solitaire on my phone now, so I don't really know what, like, I'm not really in the mobile scene anymore. There was a time where I was downloading everything that was suggested and was like, oh man, I gotta check this out. Oh man, I gotta check this out. And then after a while, I'm like, I just need to check my mail and send, text messages to people like you and be like, hey man, we're gonna play games tonight or what?
That's
And
a legit use for your phone though.
yes, and occasionally I will, like, if I'm like, on a long trip on a subway ride, I will load up solitaire and play, a pyramid or whatever, spider or whatnot. But like that's kind of what I use my phone for, shooty skies now and again, but that's it.
Shooty skies.
Yeah.
Well, I used to like those games where you could have high scores and beat your friends, like Cannablat. But
I'm not naming any games that have high scores anymore.
But I think Jetpack Joyride. Uh,
That was a good run when we had that rivalry. You ended it fairly quickly, but it was a good run. Jackass.
but I think you guys destroyed me at
Crossy Road?
Crossy Roads.
You know what?
I did really well, and then I went over to.
JoJo got really good at that game. Like really good. Where it was like when she first started, I was like, man, give that to dad. I'll show you how it's done. And now it's like, oh wow, that's a really big high score you have there.
No,
Holy shit!
yeah,
I
that's
can't
what I
do
was gonna
this.
say. I think I was at your house the one time. I'm like, your high score is like 500 and something. I'm like, this is. I'm
Wasn't
like,
me.
I'm like, okay. Well, let me see if I can get 500. I mean, if they can get it, I should be able to get it. I was like, man, I think I got up to 300 one time, and it was just like I still got 200. Like I'm still half away from this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, she got really good at that. That was her game there.
And then I
Uh,
continued to play it until I got like I was playing it almost every day, trying to get the
Obsessed,
video game
even.
guy but I had to play a long time because it was like in order to unlock the video game guy,
Oh yes, the video game guy.
you had
Yes.
to have you had to have unlocked
GG.
a you had to have unlocked a Korean character, and with the Korean character you had to get to like 200 really fast or 100
Oh
really fast.
shit! I
You
didn't
couldn't
know how
stop.
we. Yeah, I didn't know how she unlocked that, but yeah.
It was really hard. When I finally got it, I was like, all right, because I was just playing and collecting coins just so I can get a Korean. But there's 400 characters or 500 of these little characters,
That's
so
right. Yeah.
to get the
Unless you can buy them, you can buy them with money though, right? Like if you
yeah
just wanted one character, you could.
yeah. But
Yeah.
come on,
Nobody's gonna do that.
no one buys mobile
And
games.
the pro player, the pro Korean player that they have, that is the best unlock ever because every move you're making, there's like a commentary track.
Yeah
It's fucking amazing.
yeah.
I don't know what they're saying. Yeah.
GG.
I don't know what they were saying, but every time they said it, it was like, this is the best.
Yeah. I played to unlock that, and that was, and then once I got him, I was just like, perfect. My life is complete. I don't have
It's
to
like,
play this
I'm
anymore.
done here.
Yeah. But it took a couple weeks, and I was getting really good at it. But I still don't think I think I might still have it on my phone. I still don't even think I got to 500, and that's just like I'm never gonna get there. Do I still have it? Crossy Roads. Here we go. GG. But every time you unlock a character, it takes over the character. Come on, where are you?
Yes, yes.
And then you have to flip through 400 people just to find out. There's fortune chicken, so. Oh my god.
I kind of dig Shooty Skies, for the same reason of just like I can mindlessly play it for a couple minutes and then put it away. Is that it? It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Worth every penny.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess that's
it for this week.
it for this week.
So, do you know if you're getting Zelda? Are you gonna wait on it?
I'm almost tempted to say that I don't want to say I'm not buying it. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go out on Friday and try to buy it.
Right.
And if I have any difficulty, then I'm gonna be like, all right,
Whatever.
I'll wait.
Yep.
I'm definitely buying the disc-based version because I'm gonna trade it in after I finish
Yes,
it.
me too. Me too. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna go to my guy and see if I can get it. I'll be in that neighborhood tomorrow. See if I can get it tomorrow. But yeah, in the same boat of like, if it's not there, it's like, yeah, I can wait on it. It's not something I got to rush to get. So
Yeah.
I do want to try and I kind of want to see how it plays for me because I have no attachment to Zelda games at all. Like I don't know that I've even finished a Zelda game, to be honest with you. I've played a bunch of them, but never to completion. So I'm curious to see how this game will play for me.
I bought like the Super Nintendo one, Link to the Past. I played and finished a couple times.
Wow.
That is like my all-time favorite. When you could attack the chickens and they'd come flying out of nowhere and attack you back, I was just like, this is genius.
Pure gold.
Yeah. And then Nintendo 64, I was close to finishing Ocarina of Time. I got really close, and then Nintendo 64 had a I don't know if it was a beef but it centered itself every time it turned it on. So if you were holding down like the up, like when you're going to play a game and you're playing with someone and they like jiggle the controller, like they get up and they get antsy and they press all the buttons while the system's loading. I had a roommate who was like, all right, let's play Mario Party or something, and or I can't. Maybe we said we were gonna play Zelda or something. Anyways, he was playing with the buttons and the system started up and it was just going through the menu going because he had played with the buttons. He's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, don't do it. And he just pressed buttons and he erased my game.
Oh,
And I mean that game was long. Like
yeah.
I was 20 25 hours into that game. So I was just
It's
like
like I don't got time for this
I'm
shit.
I'm not playing this again.
Yeah.
Uh and I think that killed it for me cuz then when I bought the GameCube I got
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker and I was like what is this? I didn't like the style. I didn't like the hiding in barrels and I was just like fuck. I just want to go back to A Link to Its Past. Like I just
Which one's the one where you could turn into a werewolf? I think that one
what was
sounded
that?
really dumb.
Was that the Wii one?
That was the Wii
Twilight
one, right? Oh,
Princess?
I think that one came out on the Wii and the GameCube, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because they did that same thing where they released it.
It was like a month apart or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
All right.
they released it on both. Uh, yeah, and I was just like, I didn't. I was like, no way. I didn't buy Twilight
Like, I don't
Princess.
need this.
And I actually, I worked at when we worked at in advertising or whatever, because
Yeah.
we did the IT support for the one company that did the marketing for Nintendo.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I ended up with a copy of Twilight Princess, and I was just like, I'm gonna trade this in
It's like, I am gonna trade this right in. Thank you very much.
because I didn't have a Wii at the time, so it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this. So I never even played Twilight Princess, but I mean, I've been dying for a Zelda game.
This new one looks incredible. I can't, like, I mean, I can't really say anything bad from the preview stuff that I've seen of it. Uh, uh, it looks like a colorful kind of like a Skyrim, like just like with a different color palette and style. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Let's do this.
Yeah, and as expected, the early reviews are like, "This is the Zelda game you will need to play." And it's just like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Well, we'll see what it is on the Wii U because I'm not getting a Switch just to play Zelda.
yeah.
And yeah.
I almost feel like I want to bring my Wii U downstairs to stream it, but at the same
Oh,
time,
the Wii U has been upstairs and I think it's just been collecting dust. Nobody uses it, so I'll definitely be bringing it down and streaming it when I get it.
yeah, mine Wii
Oh, you
U's
know what? Speaking of streaming, you just reminded me if we can take 10 minutes to talk about this before we end it.
yes.
I I'm in the Xbox preview program and I got both the Beam app to view and the Beam streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, so so the streaming stuff seems to be really simple. I've already linked my Microsoft account with Beam. So when I finally got the update, it was just like I hit a button to broadcast, and then it brings up a bunch of options, like turn on your mic, turn on your camera. Where do you want the chat window to appear? Where do you want your camera to appear? And then and go. So that was kind of cool. I don't like how it takes the it takes the Kinect camera and just puts it at the widest possible angle
Oh,
and
really?
that's your camera. And I was just like, I kind of want to zoom in on my face because otherwise it's just like it's me sitting on a couch and it's like I'm so far away and I'm just like I gotta I gotta clean my whole room just to get this camera going. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it's just like I got shit everywhere. I have kids. There's like toys and Legos and stuff. It's like, come on. There's something about like showing your entire room that just feels a little weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't
Um,
feel connected to the streamer if you're
No,
that
because
far away.
it feels because obviously it's smaller and you're so far away. It's just like it just feels weird. I thought there would be a like a zoom option at least, but I didn't see it, and I don't know. Like maybe it's coming, but it just seemed like a weird omission. Um, the text overlay stuff is cool because it's like where the chat comes up. It's like a transparent block
Okay.
so so it's not like the Twitch thing where you would be in a snap window, right? And it would snap it. So your game is still full screen. And then like I had it on the right hand side. So there was like a quarter of this, not well, a little smaller than the quarter of your screen. Um, uh, you had a block there that had the text in it, and then underneath it was a solid bar that had like a red dot to say that you're streaming, a time beside it to say how long you've been streaming for, the little eye for viewing, and whether your mic and your camera was on. Like, it would be either highlighted or it would have an X beside it. So, it was pretty elegant, pretty good design. But my only issue with it was it seemed to cack out every like 15 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if it's me. Is it like I've been streaming other stuff for hours and I haven't had any issues. So I don't know. But I played one round of, like, I was streaming some Forza, and at the end of the first race, it stopped working,
Duh.
which sucked. So it's funny because at the bottom of the screen, it still said I was streaming. I thought, okay, weird. But then when I checked the site, the stream had ended 10 minutes ago. I was like, what the fuck? And then I gave it a bit and made some dinner or whatever, and then played some Battlefield. And again, like at the end of my first match, my team death match, it cut out again. And I was like, okay, that's bizarre. I don't know what's going on there. And the Forza stuff was single player, and obviously the Battlefield stuff was multiplayer. So, two different situations. I checked the streams after. The quality seems pretty good. There's two quality settings, like standard and high. It looked good. I had it on high. It looked fine. Um,
I wonder what the delay is.
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to test it out. And then the app to view is actually kind of cool. So I checked out a streamer that had interactive buttons on, like to do sound effects, and that stuff works. Like that stuff. So it has kind of like two states. If you want to, if you want to interact with the buttons, it kind of shrinks the video, so it kind of looks like what you would get from the website.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get like
yeah.
a smaller kind of video. Your chat is on the right hand side, and underneath it is the interactive buttons. And what you do with your left stick is you're going to those three quadrants, and if you're over like the chat, you hit Y to add chat, to type in a chat thing. If
Okay.
you're over, if you're over the interactive buttons, you hit A, and then it kind of gives you a cursor to hit any of the buttons that you want. And then if you're over the video, you have the option to blow up the video, and when you do that, it gets rid of the interactive section, and blows up the video almost full screen, and then on the right hand side it keeps the chat.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. And you just kind of, if you want to use the buttons, if you want to make like a weird auga noise, you just kind of back out of that full screen mode and do that. So it was pretty cool stuff.
It kind
uh
of sounds like how they sort of lay out the mobile app in many
yeah
ways.
yeah yeah so I'll try to do some streaming from the Xbox this week. Hopefully it doesn't last 15 minutes.
Maybe once you reboot your Xbox.
I did that. God damn it. It's been nothing but reboots this fucking preview program so far.
Oh, alrighty. Well, we'll wrap it up then. Uh, as always, excuse my. It's a long. I woke up early this morning, so
It's a long day for you.
yeah. Uh, yeah, as always, you can catch us on Beam. Uh, I'm here Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. You do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. Yep.
And so you can catch me on Beam, beam.pro/Gwildor, GWILD0R, and of course Zorbsy, beam.pro/Zorbsy, ZORBSIE. And we're the same on Twitter, so feel free to check us out. And until next week when we do this again, we'll see you guys. See you guys around.
See you later, everybody.